conference, getting to know everybody who's anybody in animal welfare in Europe and worldwide, actually.
This meeting is global. That's why it's important. It's having people from all over, very good expert, and I think because many are stakeholders and are here, are there to contribute. So they are active people. That's why it's important. The importance of FAO is the main player for what is implementing animal welfare in the world. What you can say more? It's really important. And this is really someone that is playing together with us to make animal welfare understood and applied.
I would like to welcome you to this first FAO Global Multi-Stakeholder Forum on Animal Welfare.
Animal welfare is everybody's responsibility, which means that all actors in the food sector and in the animal producing sector are responsible.
I will pass the floor to Stefan Nilsson.
We have in the committee a long-standing interest in the question of animal welfare. I have my own private interest since I still try to run my milk farm at home.
We may come from different backgrounds, we may be representing different sectors, but there is one common goal, and that is to improve the welfare of farm animals.
I have to say that we are, in our opinions, a body which support free trade. But of course, we are also very careful that standards, and not least when it comes to animal welfare, should be rather followed, or also by our trading partners.
Consumers have questions about the way that animals are raised and cared for, and they ask their retailers, the place where they buy their dairy products, questions. And that in turn leads those folks to ask questions of the people that supply their dairy products, the dairy processors, and they in turn ask the dairy producer. And so that's why it's important for us, because it's important all the way through the dairy value market chain.
I will pass the floor to Bernard van Gotem.
FAO has organized this first global multi-stakeholder forum on animal welfare in the ECOSOC, and I would like to thank especially the FAO for the long tradition of collaboration they have with the Commission.
For the Food and Agriculture Organization, this meeting is quite important because it unites the European Union and its structures with the rest of the world in discussing the issues surrounding animal welfare, the importance it is for food security, for human health, and for development.
I think the transfer of the knowledge is very important, and the role that the FAO is playing in that should be recognized by all partners around the world.
Thank you very much.
I think we need to develop mechanisms of delivering the knowledge, information, technical skill, education to the people working with animals.
This is a very important role of FAO to open this arena of animal welfare to the entire world, having a global approach to that.
And this is now my pleasure to invite Marit Paulsen.
Thank you. And dear all of you, animals are sensitive beings, so a high animal welfare is of course a great value in itself for a civilized society. But animal welfare has also a great social, healthy and economic value.
On this side, I have the animal rights activists. On the other side, I have the people who believe that a cow or a pig is a small machine just for earn money. It is nothing else. And we have to find the way, the road in the middle, and we can only be scientific based. We need to know what are we talking about, what do we build the legislation, the rules on. That's the project we are doing today.
So we need to have a common, simple framework law, easy to understand, easy to apply, and easy to control.
I think the biggest challenge is just coordinating the effort, getting all the stakeholders to work together. And I think that this conference that the Food and Agriculture Organization has put together is a great first step towards meeting that challenge, because I think so many people, as we've seen in this conference, so many people are doing such great work, so many different organizations working on a variety of issues and making a real impact for animals every day.
And now I will invite Juan Lubroth, Chief Veterinary Services of FAO, to give us a few words.
Thank you very much. Dear colleagues and friends, the issues surrounding animal welfare touches all aspects of our daily lives. My following comments, however, focus on animal welfare and the food chain, and as a representative of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, our quest for sustainable agriculture, natural resource management, food security, and the alleviation of poverty, I want to draw attention to this.
People are engaged in the animal welfare and how we understand that we are dealing the life with each other, that it is one health, it is one welfare, and it is one life. We are all mammals.
FAO gives priority to an approach to animal welfare that leads to benefits for both producers and their animals, and addresses animal welfare not as a standalone issue, but as one among many socially important goals like food safety and security, human and animal health, environmental sustainability, occupational health and safety, rural development, gender equality, and social justice. In other words, as a global common good in a context of a responsible development of the livestock sector.
In Mongolia, we don't have any legislation or strategy or national strategy document, though we have some national program or legislation on animal health protection and gene fund law, but there is no specific issue touching on animal welfare. So that's why we want to improve on animal welfare aspects, including like well nourishment, animal health, and so on. So the important thing is we have to increase the activities, awareness of the animal welfare issue for the nomadic people, especially for transportation of the animals. I think is very important. So
the livelihood consequences of abuse to welfare in animals will translate to the loss of high-quality, nutritious products that affect food security and the needs for children's cognitive growth, and micronutrients during pregnancy and post-maternity health for women.
I think it's really clear that concern for animals in agriculture, the impact of animal agriculture on all of these other issues, whether it's sustainability, rural development, global hunger, all of these myriad issues that are impacted by agriculture, I think we're all coming together and realizing that we have to work together to find viable solutions that not only benefit the animals themselves, but all of these other communities who are our global community.
First, we have to sit together and discuss in an open and trustful way about these issues, and we have to focus on the animal.
In closing, I thank the European Economic and Social Committee and the European Commission for support of this great event and venue. Thank you.
The leadership role has to be taken by every single person, institution, entity, every sector that is concerned about the way that animals are treated and the food that we choose to eat.
It's very difficult to address the issues of animal welfare when governments themselves are not part of this plan. So you'll find out that most of the people will say we want to abide by the law, but where is the law when it comes to animal welfare issues?
An enormous variation in animal welfare and in animal welfare legislation throughout the world, actually. And getting all that in sync is our major challenge. I think animal welfare and improvement of animal welfare is something that we should tackle globally, not even regionally, not European, not nation or nationally, but we should move up to a global scale now.
Thank you all for your participation. Where do we go from here? How do we harness all these experiences, all these interesting ideas and all this energy? We have heard several times being reminded that we need a better communication, better education, raising awareness.
I think that is the most important role, the education, because animal welfare needs a change in mind.
But we've also heard strong and clear desire, the wish to be all the stakeholders part of the solution, to continue this process and to really come up with a common, joint roadmap to animal welfare at global level.
I think FAO role internationally is just like a leading role for the developing countries and also for my country, Suriname. That they have, for example, they will have the instruction and they will share information with us, so we can share that information with our farmers, students and other colleagues of mine.
FAO still presses on because it's a vehicle that unites all of us from around the world, and therefore by ensuring that we are all connected, we can network, we can reach each other.
And I would like to conclude with an African proverb. If you want to travel fast, travel alone. But if you want to travel far, travel together. Thank you and keep the good collaboration.